So I want to learn about you, the Miracle Man. I want to learn about you, mate. So, yeah, 10 years ago, you stepped foot on a horse, which you've done your entire life, and your life just changed.
Yeah, I was going to Perth Racecourse in Scotland. It had its favourites chance. So yeah, as a jockey, any opportunity you get, you try your best, and you. I was going there with the hope of winning, and it was never going my way throughout the race. The horse was never at the races, shall we say, and just took a heavy fall. And as jump jockeys, we take a lot of falls, but it was a bad one.
I mean, I've seen that you've sent me the pictures. I've seen the pictures. It was a bad one. I mean, you haven't got to be a neuroscientist to understand that. Looking at the pictures, which I'm sure we'll put up, and hopefully they're on there now as we're talking. Wow, like just wow. And what I'm fascinated by, mate, is, as I said, I've read a lot about you, and I've read interviews and watched interviews that you've done from a few years after the fall up to now, and you've changed. Like the words that you've used in interviews is totally changed. You seem like a different person to how you were even 5 years ago.
Yeah. Listen, we all have a story behind us before this injury. We all have a story, but just like yourself, I mean, I come from humble beginnings back in Ireland. I was brought up on a farm, and a lot of hard work. I did a lot of hard work as a kid, and we get rewarded for the hard work we put in. I didn't come from a racing family, or there was no equestrian in my family. I don't know where the passion came from, but I was lucky that I was bought a pony from a young age, and I was like trial and error, really. I taught myself. Most of it I taught myself, but I was very lucky. Finished school in some sort of shape or form, and completed school, shall we say. And I came to England straight away. So I've been in England nearly 16 years.
You're rushing. You're rushing. There's loads. You're rushing through. I really believe we are who we are because of what we go through. Like the things that we go through, both at home and at school, make us who we are. I think, I really believe that. And we've just rushed through the first 20 years of your life, and I want to go back and pick up points because I want people to be inspired by your story, and it's such an inspiring story. Before we go into that, and we'll ask you a question now, why did you survive? When you were given a 3% chance of survival, your heart stopped for 6 or 7 seconds, they resuscitated you on the course. Why you? Why did you survive? Have you ever thought about that?
Yes, daily. I would like to take full credit for it, but I mean, the care of the NHS and surgeons, and I think I had surgery on a Sunday. If that happened back home in Ireland, it probably would be put off until the Monday, and it would have been too late. But listen, I was very lucky. But obviously, I have a lot of determination, etc., etc. But a lot of it was not down to that. It was down to luck. And obviously I still had the hunger to survive, but I think it was the hunger to overcome it which has got me to where I am now.
Do you believe, and I don't know what you believe in, if you're religious or spiritual or whether, doesn't really matter if it's God or the universe. Do you believe that you survive because you've got a lot left to give to the world? There's still something great inside you to give.
Yeah, I should hope so. They say someone was looking down on me. I think the whole world was looking down on me, to be honest. What my family were brought over from Ireland after I got the fall. They had seconds to get over when they had to get a flight, when they had to come from airports, etc. So I think my family would genuinely think that it is the biggest miracle ever, because they've seen me at my worst and seen where I got to, and now they see how hungry I am to achieve. And I'm probably a nuisance, to be honest, because every time they pick up the phone to me, I'm probably chasing.
And I think that's one of the reasons why you survive, because you are very hungry. you are very driven, and you have a goal, and you want to get it. Doesn't matter what gets in your way or who gets in your way, you want to get that goal, and that's so inspiring. I really believe like that's a massive reason why you still are here today. And the miracle man I mentioned at the beginning, that it's not hyperbole. In a world full of hyperbole, there's no hyperbole. It's genuinely a miracle that you're still here. Not just still here, but talking so eloquent, looking so smart, and with so much energy left to give the world.